Welcome back to Let's Play .hack.gu. We've got some mail to check, so let's go check our mail. Now if we go over here, we have Pie's profile. I think she likes Yada. And we got some mail! Hooray! That means I answered correctly. Now, these emails actually come kind of as part of the storyline, so they come and respond to specific events in the storyline. So, they're a little more spaced out, and I'll be covering them more here than I would normally. Let's see here. So, got a lot going on. She sounds cryptic. Apparently, we just need to pay attention more. So what do we have to respond with? We have... I don't know. I'm gonna go with this one, just because it actually shows Haseo being less selfish. So... yay! Here, Kun isn't actually a member of CC Corp, he's just a regular player. And they tell him nothing. So how can we respond? Ask about Pie, or neutral agreement? That's right, last time we got made a guild master, so now we're a guild master.
Guildmaster, huh? Well, I guess I'll go to At Home then.
Alrighty then. And Gaspard. Something to keep in mind, actually, is guilds aren't... what's the word he used? Exclusive. There we are. Guilds aren't exclusive, so... you can be in multiple guilds at the same time. Kinda nice. Of course, we're kind of running a guild now, so I guess we probably should...
Well, since I am the Guildmaster after all, I should check out Canard's At Home.
Probably important. So onwards we go to Canard's At Home. Yes, that one. Now we've been given a thing from Raven, so we can go to Raven if we so choose, but Canard.
I'm Grunty. You're Haseo.
Oi.
So you're the new guildmaster, huh?
Oi.
An NPC?
My name is Death Grunty, of the Grunty race. I'm the manager of this at-home.
Oi.
I won't accept someone like you.
Oi.
Huh?
Managing a guild requires good instincts and talent.
Oi.
I'm gonna test you, to see if you've got them.
Oi.
Okay, I'll give you 2 assignments.
Oi.
And if you can clear both of these assignments, I just might consider accepting you as the guildmaster.
Oi.
Here's your first assignment.
Oi.
The 3 sacred treasures of the Grunty race. Grunty's hat. Grunty's shoe. Grunty's brush. You need to cooperate with your guild members to gather these.
Oi.
My companions hold the sacred treasures.
Oi.
If you get down on your knees and beg sincerely, I'm sure you can get them to lend the treasure to a lowlife like you.
Oi.
I don't like you.
My companions are wandering around the city. Hurry up and find them and bring back the sacred treasures.
Oi.
I don't like him. I don't like this obnoxious, weird rodent at all.
I guess Grunty's event started.
What event are you talking about?
It's the Guildmaster Certification event for our guild.
When you first become a guild master, Grunty gives you an assignment.
I don't want to run errands for a stupid NPC.
But if you don't clear the event that the Grunty gave you, you'll never be able to use all of At-Home's features.
Features?
So, what kind of trial were you given, Haseo?
He told me to find some rare items.
I don't think I had a trial like that.
Fine, whatever. I can get those items if I just find that thing's companions in the town, right? I'll finish this up in no time.
Good luck, Haseo. We're counting on you.
I like how he calls it that thing. But either way, we're marked here, so all we have to do is run to the 3 locations and talk to Death Grunty's friends. Now, the very first one is right over here, up on this ship. Hey, buddy. Wise Grunty.
Welcome to the ship of Twilight, Haseo, Nero. I have been waiting for you to come here for a long time, Nero. So moved that you're speechless, Nero? I know just what it is that you're looking for, Nero. It is not that hard for me to guess, Nero. Go on and take this with you, Nero.
And we got the brush.
Now go and be well, Nero.
Now there's 2 things to note here. One being that all the Grunties have this odd little thing they say at the end of each sentence. His was Nero. Another thing to note is that all of these Grunties are in fact the Grunties of other guilds. In fact, Wise Grunty back there was the Grunty of Raven. So let's continue on to where the next Grunty is, Mellow Grunty.
It feels like the river is sucking in my soul. Ooh, you. It's so beautiful and peaceful. Ooh, you. My grandma said that there's a palace for fishes at the bottom of the water. Ooh, you. I'm sure there are canned tuna and smoked salmon swimming happily there. Ooh, you. I want to go. Pew, you. You want something? Who you? I think I smell Death Grunty on you. Oh, you. The smell tells me that you want something. Ooh, you. You want this, right? Who you?
And the shoes.
Well, goodbye. Who you? Oh, I want to go to the Palace of Fishes. Ooh, you. Just thinking about it makes me drool. Ooh, you.
Now his little line gets a little excessive. Now Mellow Grunty, we actually don't yet know which guild he is a member of, but we'll find out in due time. And sadly, the closest thing for us to go to is way the heck around this corner. So we're gonna run all the way up here and make our way to the town square, actually. And onwards still to the warp thing, or warp point. Yes, warp point. And now we get to go down here and meet our 3rd Grunty, to get our 3rd item. I think it's the hat. Is the hat the one we're missing? I think it's the hat. Gow Grunty.
The sun sets again today. How sad. How romantic. And with myself standing in the twilight, I am the ultimate man. Hey, you're pretty manly yourself. But you're no match for me. So
you want to obtain my manliness for yourself? Sure! There's always room to be even more manly. First, you need to work hard until the sunset has burned itself into your eyes.
Gow Grunty? More like awesome Grunty. I will say the guild that he belongs to, since all the Grunties are actually kind of based on the guild master. The guild master for his guild is freaking awesome, but we'll get to him later. Back to the mercenary ward. So we can turn these items into Death Grunty. Canard, yes.
I'm Grunty. You're Haseo.
Yes, I am.
You're late.
Oink,
What took you so long? You're as slow as a pig.
oink,
Come on. Hurry up and give me the sacred treasures.
oink,
Here, I'll give you this in exchange.
oink.
What?
Here is your second assignment.
Oink,
Sell that item with the help of your guild members.
oink,
Now get going.
oink.
Oh.
Perfect! You're already great at shopkeeping, Haseo.
I'm not gonna be a vendor again.
Well, why not? You were so good at it before. Okay then, I'll be the vendor instead.
You can open up the menu if you talk to Death Grunty. Put the item that Death Grunty just handed over to you into the shop's stock list.
I'll do my best to try and sell the item, so just sit back and wait, Haseo.
Oh, and be sure to come collect the money by stopping by the guild shop in the Central District, okay?
What? What do you mean? Why do I have to go collect the money?
Because it's one of your duties as the guild master.
Man, what a pain. Fine then, I'll do it.
That also means the money's mine, though. Ah! Okay, Death Grunty.
Oh, it's only Haseo. What do you want?
Oink,
Now, this is where we can actually do some neat stuff with the guild. We have storage, so we actually have a place to drop off all our crap that we don't carry around with us all the time. In fact, I tend to keep pretty much every one of these little customization things. I haven't talked much about customization, have I? I'll talk about that in a minute. I tend to put pretty much all of these in storage. Because really, what's the point of carrying that around? And you know what? I forgot to put this stuff in the shop. And much like storage, you can go back and forth between this is the stuff I'm selling, this is what I have. Now we're selling the weird black tea. And you know what? I have an extra Spin Man Q, so let's sell one of those too. Everything else I'll keep. Now we have these two items which are being sold. Now this is something that works fairly often in the game, and actually works fairly well in the game. Instead of having to NPC all your stuff, you can just go to your guild, put them up for sale, Gaspard will sell your stuff, and in a short amount of time, you can go to a dungeon or something, come back, he will have sold your stuff, and you get a lot more money from him than you would from the NPC. So it's actually a good way to get some money.
Haseo!
Oh, you're the kid who came to the shop the other day. Bo, right?
I am so glad to see you. I wanted to give you the rest of the money, you know, that I owe you from the other day.
Don't worry about that. I gave you the discount.
But
Quit being stubborn. Just shut up and accept my goodwill.
thank you. I think that I really like that about you, Haseo.
What the hell are you saying?
Well, you know, that's just what I think anyway. So, what are you playing today? Are you a store clerk again?
Well, something like that. Do you know about guild masters?
Yep.
Well, now I'm one. I'm in the middle of one of those events.
So, you're a guild master. Way to go, Haseo.
Yeah.
Okay then. Congratulations on completing the Guildmaster event, Haseo.
Yay! Congratulations, Haseo!
Hey, you didn't have to go and buy...
Jeez, it's fine, really. I just wanted to help you out, Haseo.
But...
Just shut up and accept my goodwill, all right?
Touche.
Oh, I see. Goodwill, huh? Well, thanks.
So, with the item sold already, thank you, Bo, we can just head on back to our at-home. See if we get something special for completing this event.
I'm Grunty. Oi. You're Haseo.
We covered this already.
It looks like you sold it. Oi. Now hurry up and hand over the dough. Oi. Haseo, I'll trust you about the length of a nose hair. Oi.
Come on now, don't get angry. Don't get angry. It's just a stupid NPC.
But I won't accept you as the guildmaster. Oi. I might be willing to employ you as my servant. Oi.
That's the kind of response it gave me when I became the Guildmaster, too.
It's a pretty weird event.
That's right. Calm down. This is just an event. It's just an event.
This should be appropriate for a servant such as you. Oi.
What do you think you're doing, you pig?
Ah! I'm not a pig. Oi. I'm a grunty, right? That charm I put on you is something you should be grateful for. It'll monitor your every little move. Oi. It's been carved inside you, so there's no way you can remove it. This way, I can tell exactly how hard you're working for my guild. Oi. It is called the Charm of 1000. Oi. All right, Haseo. Work for my guild like the workhorse that you are. Oi.
Also, I'm adding a new character to my murder list.
Oh yeah! Hey, Haseo, you can probably ride the steam bike now.
Steam bike?
That's true. I'm pretty sure that the condition for getting and riding the steam bike was to clear the first Grunty event.
Go on and give it a shot. It's a lot easier to move around the cities and fields with one.
Just press the square button when you're in the city.
Oh yeah!
Hello? Do you hear me? Oi.
Get out of my head!
Where are you talking to me from?
Don't bother looking for me. Oi. I'm using the charm I affixed to you
I can't lose him!
to talk directly into your brain. Oi. Now, don't sweat the small stuff. Oi. Press the square button now.
Who are you to order me around?
Did you say something? Oi.
Yes.
You can hear me?
I know everything. Oi. Don't bother trying to hide from me. Oi.
Yep, putting him on the murder list.
Now, go ahead and press the square button, you idiot. Oi.
Putting them on the murder list. Okay, press square.
The basic controls are you press the
I
X
got a
button to
motorcycle.
accelerate and the square button to brake.
Okay,
Use the
he
left
tells
arrow.
us about,
Press the square button. The button
writing
in
the
lower right
thing.
corner of the screen will always be...
But now we can go right around! Woo! Whee! Oh, yeah! Riding around town on a freaking steam bike. Hey, buddy. You can't actually hit anybody, but you can almost hit people, and then they will get scared.
So, is the grunty event finally finished? Man, I'm so tired. I think I'll log out and check my email.
Okay, well, before we do that, want to warp back to the guild again. Two things I want to talk about here. Customization and the Book of 1000. Now, let's start by talking a little bit about customization. Now, on all your equipment, you see over to the right, it says Ability, and has a little thing hooked in it. That has a little sword, that one has a little piece of armor, and that one has a little green thing. Go one down to Customize, and you'll see most armor has one open slot at the top. As the game goes on, you'll get pieces of armor with 2, 3 slots in it, but that's later in this game, that's later games, period. Now, these top 3 actually have little things in them. Now, in my inventory, there's all of these, where I have all these little sword items and all of these armor items and whatnot that I've picked up along the way. Go down to Customize, and I can change out this one for any of the other items in here, and it adds a special effect to my weapon. Like this one adds fire damage to regular attacks, water damage, wind, earth, poison, curse, nifty stuff. I've just got water on it. This one has physical minus 10%, but I've also got nullify poison, curse, counter with sleep, counter with poison, neat stuff. I think I'll stick with physical minus 10%. And my bracelet has arts knowledge. Now, I don't actually have any items for this. But arts knowledge then reduces SP consumption by 10% for arts, which is the vast majority of what I use. So neat stuff you can customize your equipment with. So that's how that works. Now, other stuff we can do here, view storage. Well, I can put all of this stuff in storage, since I don't exactly need to carry it around with me.